we're going to be making cider today. So this is our rough checklist here. We're going to begin by sanitizing our equipment, taking the measurements, the density and acidity, and then adding our potassium metabisulfate. And then you can choose to do number 4, which is adding a pectinase, but we'll go into it at a different time why we're going to choose to skip that step. And then the final step is after 24 hours, we're going to add yeast. And then hopefully we'll be making some cider. So as far as the juice that we picked today, David and I tried to go to a few different places. We were just, I think the time of the year that it is, we were a little unlucky. So we decided to just go to the store and buy these that are probably sold anywhere. We've got our Simply Apple, we've got our Martinelli's unfiltered apple juice, and our R.W. Knudsen. So those are the 3 we're going to use. We're going to try 3 different ones. So a few other things that we have, we've got our 3 carboys here that we're going to fill in and use, as well as the, the little caps and then the air locks. And then obviously a funnel to get the liquids in there. This is our potassium metabisulfite that we're going to be using, and then our refractometer that's going to take the measurements. And then the sanitizer we've chosen today is the Star San. So this is just a few of our things. We're obviously going to be taking copious amount of notes as we go through, and we've got notes everywhere. But the first thing we're going to do is take the carboys, and we are going to just immerse them in water after we clean the sink. And then we'll start sanitizing. So fun day today. We're going to try to video as much as we can. And here's the tank. Hi, tank. All right, let's get to making cider. I'm gonna show you how we do our measurements real quick on just one of the apple juices. So we're gonna pour a little bit of the Martinelli's juice and just in a glass. And the first thing we're gonna read is the pH. So the way that we're gonna do it is we've got this little pH reader. So we'll just turn it on and immerse it in the liquid for just a few seconds. We'll take a reading. So it does, I don't know if you can see it, but it does go up and down a little bit. But you can see it slowly going down. So it looks like it's hanging around 3.18 or 3.19. So we'll just write down 3.1 or 3.2. and count that as the pH. And then second thing we're gonna do is use our refractometer to check the sugar or the density of the liquid. So we've got just a little eyedropper. We're gonna take a little bit, and you just need a few drops, but you have to make sure that there's, a little bit of coverage, surface area. So keep dropping a little bit. There's bubbles, but that shouldn't matter. Somewhere around like that. And then you'll flip the lid, and we already kind of reset ours so we know that water is at 0. So basically you'll just take this now with the liquid at the top, and you'll go towards the light, and then in here it'll be very clear. It'll just be a vertical indication of what the sugar or the density is of the liquid. So I'm gonna kind of see if I can do it from here maybe. Yeah, so I can see it's got the bricks percentage here, which this one is 13 bricks, or right around 1.054. So those are the measurements we're gonna write down. What did I say, 13 bricks? And then 1.0, what did I say? 1.054. And so we're just going to continue to do that with all 3 apple juices, and then that will be a reading that you'll do throughout your fermentation process as well. So that's just what we're going to do as far as making the readings and the measurements.
Once all 3 of the carboys are filled with the juice, we'll place them in a cool, dry environment for 24 hours. Then we will add the yeast mixture.
Hours later.
We did move our 3 carboys to a cool, dry environment with airlocks on top. We just added yeast, and as you can see, the fermentation process is already beginning. What's happening is the yeast is eating the sugar and translating it into alcohol. So we're going to keep an eye on these the next few days, and if the bubbles do stop or minimize a little bit, we're just going to take readings to see if it's fully done with fermentation or if it is a stuck fermentation. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please stay tuned to our channel as we update you on the next process of making cider, which is racking after the fermentation stops.